This is Ashwini from first BCA, second sem. I am here to present about method overloading and method overriding. Hello. Now we can study about method overloading in Java. Method overloading in Java is nothing but if a class has a multiple methods, that means two or methods if a class having the same name but different in parameters. It is known as method overloading. That is, if a class should be a multiple methods but different parameters, it is known as method overloading. We have to perform one operation having the name of a method increases the readability of the program. Suppose you have to perform addition of the given numbers, but there can be any number of arguments. If you write the methods such as int for 2 parameters and int b for 3 parameters, it may be difficult for you as well as other parameters programs to understand the behavior of the method because its name differs to figure out the program quickly. We perform method overloading. There is also advantages in method overloading. That is, method overloading increases the readability of the program, and we have different ways to overload the method. There are two ways to overload the method in Java: by changing number of arguments, by changing the data type such as integer, float, character, etc. Method overloading by changing number of arguments. In the below example of method overloading, changing number of arguments, we have created two methods. First method is add method performs addition of two numbers, and the second add method performs the addition of three numbers. First method adder performs the two numbers, and second method it performs the three numbers. In this example, we have created static method, so we did not need to create an instance for calling methods. First method is a class adder method. Overloading means it has to be two methods. First is class adder one method, and class test overloading is second method. Adder is a user defined. Test overloading is also a user defined, and we have given a static method and static int add int a comma int b and return type a plus b. And in the third line, static int add int a comma int c. We close the brackets, and return type is and in the third line, static int add int a comma int b comma int c, and return type is int a plus b plus c. Now we close the brackets. In a class test overloading, given a method name as test overloading 1, that is user defined, and here we have given a public static void main. Here main function starts. In public static void main, string args. In system.out.println, adder adds 11, 11. It adds only 2 lines, and in 8th line, System.out.println adder. It adds three numbers. Add 11, 11, 11, three numbers. In 7th line is method 1, class method 1. It adds only two numbers. And in 8th line, system.out.println is three numbers, which adds three numbers. It is a second method. In 8th line, it adds three numbers and close the brackets. Method overloading by changing data type of arguments. In this example, we have created two methods that differs in data type. The first add method receives two integer arguments and second add method receives two double arguments. First method receives only two integer arguments and second add method receives two double arguments. Now let us see example within a program. Class adder. Static int add int a comma b. Static double. Here we have included double. Add double a comma double b and closes the bracket. Class test overloading. Here the main function starts. Public static void main and string args and system.out.println and adder had 11, 11 and system.out.println add 12.3, 12.6 and closes the bracket. Now in this slide we can learn about method override. Now in this slide we can learn about method overriding in Java. In last previous we have studied about method overloading. Now we can study about method overriding in Java. Method overriding is nothing but if a subclass, that is a child class, has a same method as declared in the parent class. That means child class would be the same. In other words of if a subclass if a subclass is known as child class. If a subclass is also known as child class. If a subclass provides a specific implementation of the method that has been declared by one of its parent class, it is known as method overriding. Means, for example, what the character of a parent have, same the child will also have, same as it is here also, same the method of parent class should be in a child class. That is known as method overriding. Now let us study about the usage of Java method overriding. Method overriding is used to provide the specific implementation of a method which is already provided by its superclass. Superclass is known as parent class. Method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism. Now we can study about the rules for Java method overriding. The method must have the same parameter as in the parent class. The method must have the same name as in the parent class. There must be an ISA relationship. There means inheritance relationship. Now, by giving one example program, let us study clearly about method overriding. In this example, we have defined the run method in the subclass as defined in the parent class, but it has some specific implementation. The name and parameter of the method are the same, and there is ISA relationship between the classes, so there is method overriding. IS means inheritance. That means in a parent class, what is the method should be same as vehicle. Vehicle is a user-defined and white run and system.out.println vehicle is running, close bracket. Now, class bike. To extends vehicle. Here vehicle is a parent class and extends vehicle is a child class. Because here extends is there, so we declared as a child class, and wherever extends will be there, declared will be child class. Wide run system.out.println bike is running safely. Here the main function starts. Public static void main bike 2. Here we are defining a object. Object is equal to new bike. ob.run. We are calling a method here ob.run and close the bracket. Thank you everyone.